My name is Brooke Nagaki, and today I'm going to be attempting to persuade you guys that music programs should not be cut from high schools. Not as prepared as I'd love to be, but just bear with me, I'm going to try my best for you guys. So because of low funding from the government, many schools are resorting to cutting away programs that they deem unnecessary. These classes being band, theater, just fine arts in general. But band class does not get enough recognition in my opinion. Whether it seems like it or not, playing music has so many benefits, and I want to go over some of those today with you. And I want to start off with kind of the story like I usually do when I give a speech for you guys. So going into high school, I had absolutely zero interest in joining the band whatsoever. In fact, I hated it, completely hated it. And I wasn't really involved in any extracurricular activities at all, but I knew that I wanted to do something and it was not going to be band. Ever, I would never do it. The idea was so scary to me because in my hometown, band is a really big deal. Roughly a fourth of the high school is actually in the band, and it just made me think that I wasn't good enough for it. But eventually one of my friends persuaded me and I picked an instrument and I joined. And eventually, I ended up loving it. I wanted to quit the first week, but week by week it got better for me. And by my senior year, I ended up being so upset that I wanted to quit the band that my friends and I actually cried at our last concert. And this is us at our last concert at graduation. We look happy, but we were not. But I learned so much and I had so much fun throughout those 4 years, and I really do feel like going to class every day boosted my mood, which brings me to my first point of why it should not be cut. Music is great for relieving stress and boosting mood. Listening to music can have a tremendously relaxing effect on our minds and our bodies, especially slow, quiet music like classical or jazz or music without lyrics, as I put up behind me. I remember there would be at least one day a week in band where the kids in the special education class would come up and listen to us rehearse for whatever concert we had coming. And one of the teachers said to my band teacher, she loved that day that they would come and listen because for the rest of the day they would be completely relaxed and it was so easy for her. So there's some proof that it actually does reduce stress levels. Not only can playing an instrument help you relax, it can help you to focus as well. We did a survey at my high school a few years back, and it turned out that band students' final test scores were actually significantly higher than those students who were not in band. A study which was done at the University of Kansas Medical Center gathered 70 adults ages 60 to 83, and they were divided into groups based on their level of musical experience. And the musicians performed better on several cognitive tests actually than those who had never studied music. Now, I'm not saying that if you don't play an instrument, you're not intelligent, because that is completely not true. I know tons of incredibly smart people who have never picked up an instrument in their life. I'm just saying that if someone were to take a music class, it could aid with cognitive development and improve grades as far as school goes, so it is possible. I want to go over some more benefits in general of playing an instrument or just simply learning how to read music. According to the National Association for Music Education, one of the benefits of learning how to play an instrument in school is that it teaches you discipline. Learning an instrument requires a lot of time, commitment, and practice. These skills and discipline can carry over into subjects like math and chemistry, where you do a lot of repetitive work. These subjects require a lot of practice as well, so it's kind of similar, even though it might not seem like it. Discipline can carry into more than just school subjects. Personal relationships require patience and discipline as well, so you aren't just getting assistance with managing schoolwork, but you're getting assistance with your personal life as well. I would have thought playing music would be a more popular hobby in young adults, but here are some numbers from the statistics portal showing you how many people have played a musical instrument this year. By having band classes available in high schools, kids are able to bring something that they love, a hobby, into their education with them. It's the same as somebody who loves to write. If you love writing, you'll be excited to take an English or a composition class. Writing might be a hobby for you, something you find fun, and it's just the same for music. Some people don't view music as an actual subject. If you're learning new things, using previously acquired skills, and challenging yourself, then why wouldn't that be considered a subject? It's beneficial for you. If music wasn't beneficial, it wouldn't have become an option for a class in the first place. Obviously, if you take a band class, you're going to have to learn to read music, count measures, and so on. Learning to read music is one of the best decisions you can make. If you can read music, you can pretty much learn to play any instrument with practice. So you might think that you're limited to one instrument and you don't want to take the time to, learn everything else. You don't have to. If you can read music, just a little bit of practice, you'll be able to play it. The next reason is pretty self-explanatory, but I'll go over it anyway. Playing music is fun. There's a sense of satisfaction that comes with finally memorizing a section of music. You've been working on or hearing everyone play together to make something that sounds so good. You get satisfaction from that as well. I remember the first time I ever went to band class, everyone in the room played something called a B-flat concert round. And you play the scale together at the beginning of class, and I remember just being so amazed at how cool that sounded, and that a group of young kids could produce something that sounded like that. I just thought that was really cool. Playing music is fun. There is the sense of satisfaction as well as like the fun factor of playing like a pep band. If you take a group of 150 high school students to a basketball game on a Friday night and ask them to play some of their favorite songs, you're going to get a really cool response. So that response is another reason that you might want to play. To some people, that might sound like the last thing that they want to do on a Friday night, go out, go to a basketball game. Some people have other things they want to do, but to us, that was really fun. Getting a positive response from the crowd, like I said, made it even more fun. So I know that probably not all of you play music or have ever played music in your life, but I'm sure that you all love listening to it, so you can at least relate to me there. And hopefully I was able to give you enough evidence to be able to see where I'm coming from here. Music has so many benefits, even more than I named today, and I don't think that people really realize what they're missing out on when they don't learn to play. So cutting band classes from schools completely would be such a shame. So if you love music, I encourage you to do your best to pass that on to someone else and convince them that music is more than just something to listen to. Thank you.